Hi guys, welcome to Souls Know Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your Karmic Completions weekly reading. They seem to be wanting to come out weekly as it stands. So that's what I'm going to do for now until I'm told otherwise. So welcome to your reading, guys. We're using the deck that I created. It's actually called the Karmic Completions deck. So we're going to be pulling some messages out of here, clarifying with the tarot. And then if needs be, that doesn't want to go back in. Ooh, 4th house Cancer, family, home, roots, security, linked to the moon. Right, okay. We've got all different sorts of cards in here. So this is like an astrological card. So Cancer may be significant to you. The 4th house energy may be significant to you. You could be dealing with issues related to family, home, your roots, your feeling of security at this time. And then if you think about what the moon stands for, it could be a really highly emotional time. You could be well, there could be things that are sort of, what's the word, shrouded in confusion, or you're not seeing things clearly at this time. There may be fears or anxieties that are cropping up surrounding anything that I've spoken about. So, this could be anything. This could be absolutely anything. Any more messages for the collective in relation to the 4th house? Cancer energy. Any more cards for the collective in relation to this 4th house? Cancer energy. And I don't feel as though anything else wants to come out. Now, it's really funny because I've just done the Ancestral Voices reading. This is the only time I've got this week to record any of them. So I've done them back to back, which I don't usually do. And we had, I don't know, there was just a very heavy emphasis on the astrology, what was actually going on, you know, with the stars and the planets currently. Now, I'm recording this, what's the date? The 12th of October. 12th of October, so I think that a lot of planets that have been retrograde are starting to go back direct. So Pluto being one, Jupiter may be the other one, and I think, what's the other one? Oh, that's my door. 1 second. Right, I'm back. It was my door, and I've been away for a minute, so I think I was just, I don't know what I was saying, but let's see if we've got any more cards that want to come out in relation to this 4th house Cancerian energy. Any more messages out of this deck for the collective spirit? Any more messages for the collective? I don't feel as though these cards want to speak anymore. So, I'll give it one more round. As I say it, we get another one. Right, let's see what we've got going on here. Ooh, don't ignore the red flags. Bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, if I can get the whole thing over. Oh shit, what's coming cannot be stopped. Right, okay. So as it says there, don't ignore the red flags, and that could be in relation to, like say, family, home, your roots, your feeling or sense of security, or something that is being hidden, like I said, with this moon energy, that could be really prevalent for you at this time. And it's saying, oh my goodness, let me grab the tarot, what's coming cannot be stopped. So it feels like, and this is, I don't want to sound dramatic, but the energy, the visuals that I'm getting are like a train. And, you know, as in the momentum that a train has picked up, and it can't just be stopped in a second. I feel like a runaway train. That's what I'm getting at. Bloody hell. I'm getting the energy of a runaway train. So whatever has happened, whatever the red flags have been flashing up for you, it's not about you ignoring those. Because there's something that's coming that cannot be stopped. That could be a positive thing. But the fact that we've got the red flags in here, for some of you, it could very well be... Oh, I've seen a card that turned over in here as well. The Empress. That was in the last reading. Right, okay. Let's see what we've got here. Queen of Cups and the Empress. I'm actually only going to take the ones that were upright. It's so funny because, like I said, with that 4th house energy, Cancer, family, home, roots, security, the Empress to me is the mother of the deck, maternal energy. And the 4th house, with the card, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but the 4th house is linked to the mother. Like I say, it's about our emotions, our foundation, mother, children, the matriarchy. And it's come out next to the Queen of Cups. And that to me, again, is like, very well could be the mother, like whether it's you as a mother, your own mother, the mother of your children, mother-in-law, I don't know. But there may be something going on. Queen of Cups is water sign energy. Specifically, we're looking at Cancer. So that's weird, because we've got 4th house Cancer. So I don't know whether that's specifically Cancer or any other water sign for you. But we've got the Empress, we've got the Queen of Cups. Show me why these cards are here, please, Spirit. Show me why these cards are here. And I'm going to have to go pick up my baby. So I'm going to have to... I wanted all the cards out at least. Oh, my goodness. 8 of Pentacles. And we've got... Oh, my goodness. The Hanged Man. On the floor. Right, let's get 2 more. Show me these red flags. 2 of Wands. Don't ignore the red flags. Show me why that energy's here. 5 of Swords. Yay. Oh my God. Devil at the bottom of the deck. Right, okay. Okay, let's move these over. I feel these 3 belong here. And these 3 belong here. So, as I was saying, you could very well be this maternal energy, like I was saying, yourself. I know you could be pregnant, you could be dealing with your own mother or mother-in-law, wife, mother of your child, that type of energy, but it's got everything to do with family, home, roots, security, but also that element of the moon in there, so we could be dealing with emotions, which is exactly what the Queen of Cups, to me, as an energy speaks about. Very emotional. Very passive. So there may be something that you're not speaking up about. There may be boundaries that you're not enforcing, because we've got roots and we've got security here. So I think about the root chakra, which is all about our feeling of safety and security, our feeling of survival, our behaviour, acquiring physical space within our relationships, all to do with family, putting up boundaries. So there's a lot going on here. But like I said, this is somebody that has very, very strong feelings. But in most of the depictions of the Queen of Cups, not in this deck, but most of them, she's got a lid on her cup. And cups speak about our feelings. So there may be something, like say, that you're being passive, emotionally passive about, not speaking up about, not sharing how you feel about somebody. And you could be doing that because you have this sense of loyalty or duty, if this is family or something to do with the home or a wife or a relationship partner. It's like you may be compassionate to other people's needs, or like I say, what's the word? Not focusing on what it is that you want or need in this situation at the expense of, well, like I say, for putting somebody else's above yours, so at your own expense, if this is even making any sense. But this is generally an energy that speaks about giving love. And like I say, it's next to the Empress. And that's the quintessential energy of nurturing a situation, putting your energy, your effort into a situation. The Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus is the goddess of love. So it may be that in this particular situation, I just feel as though you've been giving to a situation, especially because you've got the 8 of Pentacles next to it. You've been working really hard emotionally, practically, putting your values or other people's values above your own, what it is that you needed in a situation. I just feel as though you've been giving and nurturing and putting in work and effort and energy, time and money into a situation. And it may be that you're being asked to not stop doing that, but not to ignore the red flags, because there may be red flags that are being waved in front of your face at this time. But if you have a look, none of these figures are actually looking like at the camera. The Queen of Cups has got her eyes closed. The Empress has got her eyes closed and looking down at her belly. The 8 of Pentacles is distracted with work. So it may be that you're not seeing the red flags, whether it's out of choice, like I say, because you feel deeply about this situation, this environment, these people, or you may not be seeing them because you have like I don't know what the saying is, but red flags don't look like red flags when you're wearing rose-coloured spectacles or rose-coloured glasses. It's like you don't see them for what they are. Because it's like you have too much compassion, you have too much empathy, you have too much love, it almost feels like. And I never want to say that somebody can love someone too much or love a group of people or a family or a situation. I feel as though there's something that you're being blind to. Nobody's eyes are open. Well, actually, no one's eyes are open on any of these cards apart from the fucking devil. The devil's looking front and centre into the camera. I can't see another pair of eyes in any of the 6 cards that are actually on the table. Ay. Right, I'm back again. This is it now. Hopefully there'll be no more interruptions. Right, so to clarify the don't ignore the red flags, we've got the Hanged Man, the 2 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Which is interesting. Let's start with the Hanged Man. This is all about like a shift or a change in perspective being required. It's card number 12 that reduces down to a 3, and 3s to me speak about growth. They speak about a mind, body, soul connection, so it almost feels like you're being encouraged to stand still, to stop, almost stop what you're doing, so that there can be some kind of realignment, so you can see something clearly. Because the Hanged Man, like I said, speaks of a time out. And this time out, it may be voluntary, like something that you deliberately sign up to do. Or it could be that you're put in a circumstance where you're made to sort of stop. You're made to see things clearly. It almost feels as though some sort of enlightenment, like I say, it almost feels like what you need to see clearly is what's going on here. Like it says here, don't ignore the red flags. And it's funny because the Queen of Cups is wearing a red dress here. I don't know if that's going to be significant for any of you. But there's definitely a new perspective that you need to gain. And it almost feels like once you gain that new perspective, it allows you to sort of make a choice or make a decision with this 2 of Wands about what action needs to be taken from this new perspective that you've gained. So the opposite to ignoring the red flags would be taking action in relation to whatever it is that you're seeing. So as I said, after you get this new perspective, then you can take action in a new direction. This almost, to me, well, the 2 of Wands speaks about putting a plan together. This is like a daydreaming, visualization kind of card, wondering about, the possibilities and things that you can do because it's an action-orientated card. So it might be that a choice or a decision needs to be made with regards to some sort of action that you take after something that you're seeing has been cleared up, or that you're seeing it from a different perspective. Then we've got the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is a very challenging energy. So I don't know if this is your own energy or an energy that you're dealing with. It can speak about wanting to win at all costs. But it can also speak about, like I say, once you're making a choice or a decision to take action in a specific direction, we've got this figure in the back here, and I love this rendition of the 5 of Swords because it speaks about, it almost feels as though the action that you're going to take may leave somebody feeling, and I'm going to say feeling because we've got all of this emotion energy of the Queen of Cups. We've got all this 4th house energy, all this moon energy, which is all about feelings and emotions. So you may be looking at things from a new perspective, taking action in a direction that may have somebody outside of you feeling as though you've abandoned them. Whether this is family, whether this is home, got something to do with your roots, security, or illusions, like I say, because the moon speaks about illusions, things that you cannot see. So when you get this new perspective of whatever these red flags, alarm bells that are ringing are going on, you take action. And the 5 is a challenging energy. Like I say, it's a conflict. So the choice that you make may lead to some kind of conflict, internally or externally. This could be you putting your foot down It may have been that you've been ignoring the red flags because you've had people whispering in your ear, distracting you. Like I say, there's a whole lot of distraction going on in this reading. Distracting you from a situation. But I definitely feel as though a choice needs to be made about changing something. Something's got to change here. Something's got to change. And the 5 energy speaks about change. There needs to be some sort of growth, some sort of expansion. But it all comes from this shift in perspective. Then the bottom of the deck, we've got the Devil. Card number 15 reduces down to a 6. And 6s to me always speak, well, it's linked back to the Lover's card. So the Lover's card is all about commitments, it's all about love, it's all about harmony. It also gives me an energy of family as well. So I don't know, for some of you, it very well could be there's a toxic situation that you're dealing with. It could be karmic family members, a karmic situation, a karmic relationship partner. I don't know how this is going to resonate. There may have been manipulation, control, mind games. So I definitely see the 5 of Swords as having mind games. It's like this person is so confused. This person is so confused about what to do. And it may be because, like I said, they're being emotionally manipulated by this person in the background. That's like, save me, save me, save me. But it feels as though in this situation, as it says there, what's coming can't be stopped. It's like you can't save this person. Whether it's from their own toxic energy, this very well could be your toxic energy. I don't really know how, how this is all going to play out for you, but make it fit as it fits, and this may not even resonate with you at all. But the Devil speaks about being tied to a situation. So as I was saying, this very well could be family, relationship orientated. But it feels like regardless of whether you're tied to this situation or not, what is coming cannot be stopped. So this action that needs to be taken, this opening your eyes, this enlightenment, this seeing this situation clearly, you now observing and seeing the red flags in this situation, it's like it can't be stopped. As I mentioned, it's like that runaway train. Once you get that first bit of insight, once you tune into your intuition, once you step into your power, it's like you can't unsee what you've seen. And it may be that you've been in denial for a long time, so it feels like there's a lot of information that's coming in now that's going to allow you to free yourself from something. Oh my God, and the Sun is underneath that. And then the 5 of Cups. Right, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop, and then the Fool. Oh my God. It's so funny because I've just done the Ancestral Voices reading, and the Sun and the Fool were both in the last reading, a completely different deck that I did. So whatever this toxicity is, that's what I mean, or the manipulation or being tied to something. It could be addictions, overindulgence, illusions. We had illusions that were coming up in the last reading as well. Something is being illuminated. Exactly like I was saying with the Hanged Man. It's like you see what you've been tied to now. You can see that this beam of sun's like connecting to this figure's head, her crown chakra. It's like you can see what's been manipulating you. Your eyes have been awoken to something. But something is being illuminated, and it's going to allow you to see what you've been tied to in a very unhealthy way, or what you've not been allowing yourself to see, or what's been covered up, or what's been manipulated so that you haven't been able to see things clearly. But the Sun is Leo energy. And again, everything's tying together. It's so weird. But Leo rules the 5th house, which is about romance, love, play, creativity, joy, childlike energy, or children. It speaks of spirit. So I feel as though there's so many intuitive cards here. It's like your ancestors, your spirit guides, maybe the ones that are sort of flashing these red flags for you to see, for you to make your mind up, for you to see something clearly so you can take action away from it. But then we've got the 5 of Cups, which is that feeling of sadness and regret. It's remorse. It's an emotional energy again. So it may be that through your inability to see things clearly, it's just kind of delayed this energy. You may not have wanted to feel this Five of Cups. But like I said, it feels as though it's inevitable. You can't, what's coming cannot be stopped. It almost feels as though you've been trying to hold the pain of this situation away, which is why you didn't want to look at it. But we've got all of this, like I say, toxic, sad energy, and the similar colours on both of these cards that are standing in the way of this new beginning, which is the Fool. Which is you being at the forefront of something with unlimited potential, a new chapter. This is you having self-belief, self-confidence, where I feel as though all of that you've not been able to tap into or access because of this situation here. Oi, oi, oi. Right, okay, I'm going to leave that there. Let me let's grab some of these. Oh my gosh, well, this is the Karmic Completions reading. So, this cycle, like I say, is what needs to be wrapped up. And we have free will, so we can wrap it up if we choose to. We can choose to, like I say, to continue to ignore the red flags. We all have free will, and, you know, I'm not going to judge anybody for the choices that they make. You've got card number 10, Storm Warning. 10's endings, new beginnings. It may create havoc. I'm just seeing, like, you know, everything getting whipped up there, and with the reference to water that we've had throughout this reading. We've got Cancer in the 4th house. Queen of Cups is more Cancer energy here. To me, it just speaks up. This is just giving me, like, a whipping up of the emotions that you may have been avoiding within this situation. Avoiding ending something, avoiding looking at something that needs to end. Oh my God, and then we've got the World, which is completions, exactly. So there's something that needs to end here. There's something that you need to master. The World in the traditional tarot speaks about freedom, completion, lessons learned, the end of a cycle. But it's not going to be without, like I say, kicking up the dust, or, you know, allowing things to be up in the air for an amount of time as things do close out. And then we've got the Angel of Strength, card number 50. So there's that challenging energy again, because it reduces down to a 5. So to me, it's like saying that you have the strength to face this. You have the strength, the fortitude, the ability to face, you know, your fears. This is stuck underneath there now. To face your fears. Whatever's been making you feel small. Tame that inner beast. Or tame an external beast that you're dealing with. And it's kind of come out on top of the Two of Wands when I put it down. So the action that you're required to take, you being at a fork in the road or a decision that needs to be made, it's going to require the strength from you to make or take this action. Right, what's at the bottom of the deck? 46, the Thinking Man. I just get like King of Swords energy from this. So being logical about whatever situation you're in. This is Aquarius energy to me if I'm linking it back to the King of Swords. But it's about being clear thinking. It's about being honest. So as I was saying here about the passive emotional energy that I was picking up, it's no longer allowing yourself to be passive. Speaking your truth, communicating, making, you know, your feelings or what's going on in your mind be known. It's no longer allowing yourself to hold that in, as I was saying about the Queen of Cups at the beginning of this reading. Some of you may be seeking out some sort of professional assistance or professional advisor. To me, the King of, I was going to say King of Cups. I meant to say the King of Swords, and that just flew out of nowhere. The Temple Path speaks about professionals, lawyers, teachers, judges, police, lawyers, counsellors. That kind of energy. You could be seeking out assistance from any, like I say, legal professional or professional that... I'm trying to think of the word, because everybody uses words, but you know what I mean? Somebody that's logical or intelligent or uses their mind in a way that's going to be able to help you is what I'm trying to say. Then we got Temple Path at the bottom of this. So it almost feels as though this was the path that you were meant to walk. It's supposed to be bringing you to this position of enlightenment. And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that in the moment, but that's what it's all about. I'm actually going to read this one because it flew out, I don't know from where, out of the deck. Let's grab the book and let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. Card number 12, and that again is that energy of growth. It reduces down to a 3. Right, okay, it says spiritual purpose and support. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for you in this lifetime. This card upright is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members, friends, angels and guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful life expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. So like I said, this was all, nobody wants to hear it, but all part of like your destined path. There were things for you to learn here, and with the Hanged Man, it almost feels as though that's a reawakening to the point and the purpose of the situation that you've been in. It allows you to change your perspective. It allows you to see. It kind of reminds me of last week's reading and then the ancestral one that I've just done, that both were speaking about, you know, knowing, accepting the things that you can't change. It's not about ignoring the red flags. It's about accepting what those red flags are telling you and then turning your attention in a different direction. But that's not denial. That's taking action to move away from, like I say, a situation that you're tied to, or you're not getting your emotional needs met within because you're putting other people's needs above your own. Right, I'm going to leave that there. That was hella deep. But I hope you managed to get something from this reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.